Alright, so I was planning on doing a think piece, basically just going over like the fundamental differences between Super and GT, explaining why in detail I choose one over the other, but honestly, goddammit, I'm fucking exhausted, I've been working a lot, I'm sick, I'm sure you can hear it in my voice, and I don't want to try and collect my thoughts on something like that. I just kind of, because I'm so busy, I'm not gonna really have time to really put out like a more interesting video before my next Super review. So, but I want to put out something before the Super review. So I'm like, okay, what's something simple I can do? I'm gonna talk about goddamn Pokemon. Pokemon Sun and Moon came out. I really wanted to talk about this one because I love Pokemon. I play pretty much every goddamn game that comes out, and when this one dropped, like I was really interested in it because, like more so than normal because. This is one of those games where they changed a lot of things. Like, a lot of things are different here. And as soon as I found out, like, gyms were no longer a thing, I was like, oh, shit. And I stepped away. I'm like, alright, I'm not going to look up anything on this game. I am just gonna wait till it comes out and experience everything fresh and new. I knew there was going to be islands. There was going to be 4 islands. I knew it was based on Hawaii. I'd seen some Pokemon designs. I'd seen like the Alolan forms. Other than that, I did not really know anything going into this game. And, yeah, so far this has been a fantastic goddamn game. This is a top tier entry in this fucking franchise. And, like, just, it does so many little things that I really, really goddamn appreciate. Because, up until now, I would say, without a doubt, like, my favorite Pokemon game has been Black and White. Like, 5th gen I thought was the shit. I thought it had, like, the best stories, the best characters. It was a really streamlined experience. It was very feature-rich and content-rich. And it was just, you know, had, like, the best villains. Just, all, like, across the board. Was just, to me, the most interesting Pokemon game. Was the most, like, you know, interesting story to go through everything. Just from top to bottom. Like, the best Pokemon experience. And, and before that, it was like, you know, Soul Silver and Heart Gold. And then before that, it was just regular Silver and Gold. So, like, I've been pretty, like, you know, like, to me, like, Silver and Gold was, like, the shit. And then, Heart Gold, Soul Silver was like, oh, well, they took that game and made it better. This is the new best thing. And then Black and White came along and, like, you know, yeah, it only had, like, one region to go through, but just everything that was in that region was just so damn good. And X and Y comes out horribly disappointing. I don't like X and Y. It's a long story. Maybe I'll go into it at some point. But so, you know, this one comes out and like I liked Alpha and Omega. I liked Alpha and Omega, but like this one comes out really, really interesting. And goddamn it, man, this isn't, like I said, like this is a top tier Pokemon experience. I'm not gonna say it's the best yet because as of right now, I'm about, I want to say, like 16 hours in. I'm just now completing the 2nd island. I'm about to be going to the 3rd island. But, like, I feel like I've played more than enough to give, like, an early impressions of what I think about the game, all the things I like, all the things that I didn't like. But, you know, which isn't a whole lot, but, you know. So first off, like I said, there's a lot of changes made. There are now trials instead of gyms. So you go to an island, there's a set amount of trials, and then you face the grand trial, which is you face the kahuna of each island. And, like, the first island only had 1 trial in the kahuna. The 2nd island had 3 challenges and the kahuna. I don't know what the other islands are going to have. I don't know if it's going to be more trials or less trials. Probably equal to, probably around 3 is what I would assume. Because 3 trials took quite a bit of time to go through. And what the trials are, like, sometimes they're battles, sometimes they're, like, these little, like, you know, like, little mini-game things. And you complete the trial, and you go to the next trial, and then the next trial, and once you've completed all of them, like I said, you face the kahuna, which is kind of like a gym leader. Like, he's, like, the closest thing to a gym leader. But, and instead of getting a badge, you get a stamp that says, you beat this kahuna, you can go to the next island. But, like, the trials themselves aren't meaningless. You get things called, the Z crystals. And you equip those to your Pokemon to get extra attacks. And it's kind of in the vein of the Mega Stones. except now it's not just like Pokemon specific shit. Like you can equip it to any Pokemon that knows like a specific type move that matches the crystal. So if you have like a Pokemon with a grass type move, and you have like Grassium Z, you can equip it to that Pokemon, and that Pokemon will now get this extra grass type move that you can use one time that's super fucking powerful. And like there's all these different crystals. And it's a really cool system. I really like it. I kind of hope Mega Stones are also in here because I don't like the idea of cutting content. I mean, I wasn't like super into Mega Evolutions, but I feel like they need to be included. You know, like it was a feature in a previous game. Don't remove features. You should always be making your games more feature rich, not just cutting content from older stuff. And so yeah, like that's really great. It really makes the trials feel like they matter. And like you can see like on your little Pokemon license, it's just like your ID or whatever, like all the little crystals that you've gotten. And I believe also when you beat a Kahuna, you also get another crystal. So like crystals abound in this game. You get a shit ton of crystals. Another big change that they made in this game are HMs are gone. Like I know a lot of people hate HMs. I've never been too bothered by them. Like I was always like, oh no, don't remove HMs because that's kind of like a progressional thing. Like you kind of need to have those. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot because they removed HMs, but they replaced it with something so much better. You basically have this little Pokemon pager that they give you. Like you get a different pager throughout the game, and like the first one you get summons a Tauros, and you can outride as Tauros. So instead of having like a bike or whatever, you have the Tauros to ride, which is fucking awesome. But you hold down the B button and it charges, and it'll like run really fast. This charge attack or this charge run that it does also doubles as your boulder breaking ability. So it's just like, oh, that's Rock Smash. Cool. This thing is my Rock Smash. Then you get like a Stoutland later on, and like that Stoutland can like sniff around and it has like that basically like that sniffing thing where you're like, oh, there's an item here, like your Pokemon radar thing. So that's kind of cool. It's a little bit more interactive than like the Pokemon radar thing. Then you have you get like a Lapras, and you can like that. There's your Surf. So you get a Charizard, and that's your Fly. And now these aren't part of like the Pokemon you get to use in your actual team. These are specifically for like riding purposes. You like click like your pager. You just kind of like bring it up, click it. I think it's like the Y button, and it brings up a list. And you click the Pokemon that you wanna summon, and you do that, and you can ride it, and it's awesome. I love it. It is such a great fucking system. Way better than fucking HMs. I hope HMs never fucking come back. I hope this becomes the de facto system in every Pokemon game after this. It is a great fucking thing. Something else that's a great thing, running shoes. You get them immediately. Like, they're not a thing. You don't have running shoes. You just run. You're immediately running. You don't have to fucking like talk to your mom and blah, 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 blah. No, you run. It's awesome. I love it. And that's the thing, like, everything in this game feels so streamlined. They took so many elements. Like, in battles, you just hit the freaking Y button, and you'll bring up your Pokemon, you bring up your Pokeballs in a battle, and you just click the Pokeball, and you send it out. It's great. There's a fucking Pokeball button. Whenever you catch a Pokemon, and your party is full, instead of it going to the box, it's like, do you want to send it to the box, or do you want to switch it out with one of your Pokemon you have already? It's like, I don't have to, like, run back to the fucking PC and grab this Pokemon I just caught. I can just... Oh, I want to swap it out with this fucker. I don't want him in my team anymore. I want this fucker I just caught. It's great. It is like, once again, it like there's so many streamlining elements to this game that make it such a fantastic fucking experience. Another great thing that they added was the Rotom Pokedex, which is, there's a fucking Pokedex with a Rotom in it. But the thing that one of the great fucking features that this thing has is like the map. Like, it has this sweet fucking map that tells you exactly, like, it gives you like the full area of like where you're at, and it also has like a little flag check mark to let you know where your next story objective is. And so you never get lost. Like, even if you set the game down for like a month or whatever, you're just like, I don't have time for Pokemon. Then you go back to it and you go, shit, where the hell am I supposed to go? And you're like kind of like trying to like talk to people to figure out like where your next story objective is supposed to be. You don't do that anymore. You can just look at the freaking map and go, oh, I go to this flag. And it'll take you to your next regular story objective. It's great. Once again, it's all about streamlining, making this shit easier, making this shit more fun to play, easier to go through. There's a thing called the Pokemon Refresh, which is basically the same as Pokemon Mon Ami, or Pokemon Ami, except Yeah, which I knew eventually they're gonna have to like change that fucking name because like that name was obviously very French because of the French roots of X and Y, and not every game is gonna be set in France, so they need to come something a bit more universal. So they came out with the Pokemon Refresh, and the Refresh is pretty interesting because one, you can do it right after a battle. Like you can click like, do you want to go to Pokemon Refresh right after this battle, and not only now does it just like, oh well, you can like interact with Pokemon and like like. Because I think like the only thing that Pokemon and me was good for, as far as I know, was getting your Pokemon to like you more, and also like getting their affection levels up, and you can get like a fucking Sylveon, and maybe a couple other Pokemon also evolved through this process. But like it was mostly just you get a fucking Sylveon that way. That was their new thing they added. For this though, they've added a lot of things. Like maybe this stuff was in Pokemon and me, I just never noticed it, but you can like cure status effects now. Like you can like dab medicine on them, or like like oh they're dirty, and you can like clean them up, and they'll like you more. And if they like you more, they'll do things for you. Like they'll shrug off status effects because they want you to love them more. They'll avoid attacks more often, and so they'll crit more often because like they love you and they want you to love them. And it really emphasizes that kind of personal connection thing that you're supposed to have with your Pokemon. The idea of like, oh, your Pokemon aren't just these tools, they are your friends. And if you treat them right, they'll want to treat you right. And it's like, it really incentivizes that, and it's a really great goddamn system. Like this game just makes so many fucking improvements. One of the other things I really love, like going back to that whole streamlining thing, is like whenever you go to your PC, it immediately just opens it up to like as if you would open, like it doesn't go like someone's PC, your PC, blah. No, it just opens up to your box and your Pokemon because it knows exactly what the hell you're there for. You don't have to go through all that fucking extra menu bullshit. It just opens up straight to it. I love that because it was always fucking tedious. I was like, why the fuck do I even have these other options here? I only ever use the fucking PC for this one goddamn function. I don't know why the hell I have to do all these other fucking things. It's dumb. I hate it. But after 7 fucking gens, they finally wisened up and just brought me straight to they just bring me straight to the goddamn box. My PC, and it's awesome. That's great. Also, whenever you're trading, if you're trading someone, you don't have to like go to your box and put in specific Pokemon that you want. You just go up to your whenever you go into the trading function, it's your 6 Pokemon in your party, and then full access to your box. I don't think that was a feature last gen. If it was, then that's last gen's thing that was carried over, and that's still great that they still carried that over. If not, that's something new to this game, and I really, really love that. Also, another thing I really fucking love is, god damn it, trading is like the easiest fucking thing. Like syncing up to your friends. There's a freaking quick link thing. You click it, and then you just hold down a little button, and your friend does the exact same thing, and it just syncs up your 3DS. It's like, oh, here's so-and-so. Did you want to sync with him? Yes. Sync with him. Boom, I'm now synced with Aggro, and we trade over our Kadabras. Boom, we now both have Alakazams. We trade them back. We're done. It was so painless, so simple. What other cool fucking things to do? Oh, like they brought back putting the Pokemon, like the stores inside the Pokemon centers. Oros, what was it? Alpha and Omega, whatever you want to call it. That game put the shops back outside the Pokemon Center. And I get like, oh, well, it's a remake. That's where they were originally. Fuck it. Like, you changed so much else in this goddamn game. Why did you fucking put the fucking Pokemon shops? Just put them back in the fucking centers. Who gives a shit? Who cares if the town isn't a 1-to-1 replica of the fucking 2D version? God damn it. Just fucking give me the fucking shop in the Pokemon Center. Make that shit easier on me. Don't make me trek further and look around for shit. And speaking of bringing things back, like also the experience share is no longer like like an item. It's just like a thing that's automatically on. You do it immediately, and it distributes all of your fucking shit to all your experience to all of your Pokemon, just like it did in the previous gen. Another great thing. Like, this game is just so polished, so good, has so many new elements. It's a great fucking Pokemon game. That being said, there are a few criticisms I have to make. First off, The beginning is long as fuck. It's goddamn boring. It takes you like 5 fucking hours to actually, like, before the game stops railroading you and jackassing you around the fucking area. It's like, let me go on my goddamn Pokemon adventure. Stop making me earn the fun part of my game. Just let me have the fun part of my game. I wanted just the freedom to go wherever the fuck I want and talk to whoever the hell I want and just go on my Pokemon adventure. Stop railroading me from cutscene, the cutscene, the cutscene, the cutscene. Like, go over here. Big ass cutscene. Go over here. Big ass cutscene. Go over here. Big ass cutscene. Go over here. Pick your Pokemon. Now big ass cutscene. Cutscene, cutscene, cutscene. Just, like, it's just railroading me from cutscene to cutscene, and it's just like for like 5 fucking hours. It's just like I get to walk a little bit, and then there's some more fucking exposition. Go walk over here. This is the next thing to do. Lots of fucking exposition. I'm like, let me just fucking go on my Pokemon adventure. I just want to be a kid on my Pokemon adventure and have goddamn fun. Fuckers. Like, that's the fucking problem I have with goddamn Xenoverse 2. Like, you know, if I can jackasses you all over the place, I'm like, let me just do the fucking story mode. Let me do the part of the game that I bought this fucking game for. Stop making me go around this fucking city and let's let me play the fucking game. You know, I fucking hate modern games for this shit. It's like, why are you restraining me from the fun part of the game? Like, because, like, every Pokemon game has been so streamlined in terms of, like, you know, like, to the point to where now it's just been like, you wake up, you talk to your mom, here's your running shoes, go talk to this fucker, here's your Pokemon, go, bitch, go on your fucking Pokemon adventure, have fun, be a kid again, and it's like, okay, yeah, awesome. They kept, like, shortening that, and this one, it drags it out so goddamn far. It's a goddamn miserable fucking experience for, like, and to the point to where I was just like, this isn't a good Pokemon game. They dropped the fucking ball. But everything after that has been so fucking amazing that I'm like, well, never mind. It was just the very beginning of this game that sucked. And it was fucking boring. So, like, you know, the beginning, once you get past that 5-hour hump at the fucking beginning of this game, you will get, like, the most streamlined, fucking just great-ass Pokemon experience. Another criticism I have is, like, Pokemon now call for help. Like your opponent's Pokemon. Or not your opponent's Pokemon, but like wild Pokemon. They'll be like, and they call for help. And this shit's really fucking annoying and really fucking tedious because they'll keep calling for help and keep calling for help. And it's just like, Jesus Christ, I just want to fucking beat this thing. I'm like, all I want is a Jigglypuff. But it keeps summoning more Jigglypuffs, so I have to kill the other Jigglypuff before I can catch the first Jigglypuff. Stop that. Stop it. So, yeah, that's some maddening bullshit, and that can get really frustrating. Like, it's a nice idea. It'd be better for late game whenever you're trying to, like, level and shit, but when you're trying to, like, catch Pokemon early on, and they're just summoning more, and summoning more, and summoning more, and summoning more, it's just like, Jesus Christ, let me just catch the goddamn Pokemon, or just finish this goddamn battle. It just becomes really tedious, really frustrating, and it reminds me of the fucking Horde battles. Like, the Horde battles in 6th gen were garbage. I hated those. They were so goddamn bad. But other than that, like, those are, like, my only real complaints. Like, you know, also, like, your rival, Hao, or whatever the fuck his name is, I think he's kind of lame. I don't think he's anywhere near as good as, like, the rival/friend characters from 5th gen. I thought they were a lot better. Something I don't think is better but different and I like is Team Skull. Team Skull, like, they're such dumb ass, like, they're these fucking entitled, smug, insecure little fucking wigger kids. There's, what up, man, come on, I'll kick your ass, let's do this shit, come on, I'll fuck you up, let's do this shit, come on. And I love kicking the shit out of these guys so goddamn much, because they're such fucking little punk ass bitches that I get so much satisfaction out of kicking the shit out of these guys. And they're, like, not, like, because to me, like, you know, like, Black and White, once again, had, like, the best fucking villains. Team Plasma were really good villains with, like, actual goals and motivations, and I gave a shit about them as villains. Team Flare comes along, and it's, like, these shitty-ass 1%ers, and with their gay-ass poses, and, like, their freaking motivations aren't really explained until, like, the very end of the game, and it's just kind of like, oh, okay, well, that was their thing. Kind of wish that they had integrated that into the story more, and made them more interesting overall, but whatever. You know, Team Flare kind of sucked. And then, you know, you have, like, Team Galactic, which is just a shitty Team Rocket. Fucking Team Magma and Team Aqua were just, they had really dumb fucking plans. I mean, like, I'll give them credit for trying to do something more interesting than Team Rocket, but their plans were just fucking dumb, and then Team Rocket was just, we're bad guys. So, 5th gen to me had the best fucking villains. These villains, though, Like, they're not good at all, but they're fun. They're schlocky, they're idiots, and they're really entertaining. So at very least, like, I can enjoy kicking the shit out of these guys, and every time they show up, I'm like, haha, it's these fucking assholes. I'm gonna enjoy beating the shit out of these guys. Like, I genuinely enjoy just like Team Skull. They're great. It's really nice to have like some villains with some real, like, because they have like a lot of personality. They're very expressive, and everyone in this game is really, really expressive. Like, everyone has so much personality and flair to them. They're very expressive in their face and their gestures and their mannerisms. It's great, except for your character. Your character is just like this fucking blank slate. Just, God damn it, bitch! Like, fucking emote something. Just have, like, look surprised, look aggravated, look determined, something. Like, I kind of wish that they, like, I understand it's like, you know, well, you know, they don't want to, like, give her, I guess, like, expressions because they don't want her, I guess, whatever her personality is, whatever personality they would give my character to conflict with, like, I guess, how I interpret my character. But at the same time, it's way more jarring and distracting for, like, you know, my character's always it's just, I kind of wish she had some personality to her other than just like my little random things that I get to say, or at very least whenever I do pick a response, like have my character gesture and respond in a way that kind of reflects the choices and the answers that I give. You know, that would be nice. Also, another criticism I have is, once again, like, you know, it's nice that the whole character creation is back. Like, you can customize your characters a bit, but like, it's so limited. Like, I picked a girl because I knew, like, at least the female would have more customization options, and she does. But it's still not a whole lot, and I'm like, come on, let me have more hairstyles, let me have more skin variations, like, let me have just more variety overall. Is what I like different eye shapes, different things in general to kind of give my character a more personal flair to them. Also, more variety in clothing would be nice. I know I'm still pretty early in, but, like, you know, I eventually started finding, like, you know, pieces to, like, okay, I have, like, this is like a better outfit. There we go. But, like, so many clothes options and shirts and whatnot and blouses and skirts are just, they're so damn similar. Like, they're like the exact same things as palette swaps, and I'm like, eh. But like I said, like, honestly, like my issues are pretty goddamn minor, except for like the beginning being fucking slow. Like that, like I said, that's fucking terrible, and it really made me think that, oh no, they botched this Pokemon game. But no, after that, it has been a fantastic experience. This has, like, it's really fighting 5th gen for best Pokemon game. Really, just how this game ends and how much content is after beating the Elite Four. Like, you know, how many legendaries are there to collect? How many friggin' side quests and shit can I go on? Like, depending on, like, how feature-rich it is by the end, and, like, how good the story is by the end of it, like, how satisfied I feel, that'll decide whether or not I think it's above or below 5th gen. But at very least, you know, it's definitely providing me with a unique experience. There's a lot of cool shit in this game, and yeah, I mean, if you haven't picked up Pokemon Sun and Moon, and you're a fan of Pokemon, and you want, like, a new experience, and you want to try something different with Pokemon, this, like, you really need to pick this one up. It's been a fantastic fucking experience. I love, like I said, almost everything that's in it. Like every little change they've made, I'm like, I feel like this is for the better. Like all the streamlining and the removing of HMs, the trials, I'm not going to say are better than gyms, but they are very least different, and they spice things up. Reminds me of the Orange Islands from, like, after Ash went through the Indigo League, and then he did, like, the Orange Island series where he went to 4 different islands, and I love that fucking thing. I thought it was the coolest thing. I wish they had made a Pokemon game about that, and they basically made a Pokemon game about that now. So yeah, I got this. It's cool. I love it. Really recommend it. Like, when I finish it and I'm more into, like, the end game content, I might do, like, a follow-up video giving my final thoughts on it. But so far, like, this is a fantastic Pokemon game. Highly recommend it. Go check it out.